I'm going to break down how you can hire out a drone pilot so that way you ensure that you get high quality photos for your commercial real estate properties, and you can use those photos to be able to market your properties in your investor memorandums. So first things first, let's make sure that whatever pilot you're going to hire has a Part 107 license. This license ensures that they can work commercially in the United States, and that at least they understand the regulations with the airspace. Remember, they're going to be flying a drone around a public area, probably around a parking lot. So you want to make sure that they have their Part 107 license and that they're also insured. So I'm going to put insured right here. Pretty typical to have a $1 million coverage. Let me get my cat out of the way. Out of the camera, kitty. All right, but yeah, it's typical to have $1 million coverage or a $2 million policy. So just make sure that they have their license and insurance in place. Now, number two, I'm gonna put right here, they are experienced as far as like how they do their research. So this is something that we stress a lot. For example, you can test this out on any new beginner pilot or any new pilot that you choose to work with. If you want to send them an address that you know is near an airport and that they might have to get some kind of authorization to do so to be able to fly around that airport as a test, you can send them that address and see what they have to do and see if they actually bring up any kind of research that they need to do before they say yes to that job. So if you know that they cannot fly that airspace unless they get a COA or any kind of authorization from ATC, then you know that they need to bring that up. And if someone just says yes to your project without researching the airspace, I would highly avoid working with that person that does not show a sense of professionalism and that they do not understand the airspace rules. So, number three, you want to make sure that you're getting photos from all altitudes. So, let's say low to high altitudes. This will ensure that you have high altitude photos. Probably, we tell our pilots between 150 to 200 feet, but sometimes 300 feet looks good. But typically investors want to be able to see the signs of the signage from the buildings. So at about 150 feet, you can see that with a nice HDR high quality drone photo. So low to high altitude photos. We also want to make sure these are HDR photos so that way you have enough flexibility in post to do any kind of editing that you need to. So HDR photos. So we have our low to high altitudes. They're going to be delivering HDR photos. They already have their license, they're insured, and they understand how to do their research the right way. Last but not least, they understand how to share the deliverables. So, whether they have 4K footage, if they want to do an unlisted YouTube video, that's a great way that we share version 1, version 2, and final versions with our clients. But if you want to send a download link, we use Google Drive. You can also use some kind of WeTransfer. Dropbox is another great alternative. But any kind of platform, you just want to make sure that they understand how they're going to share those photos and videos to you at the end of their project. So these 5 tips will take you a long way. If you do not want to go out there and take your own photos, you want to worry about selling your own real estate, I highly suggest finding a pilot that can take care of all of this for you. But most importantly, Part 107 is the most important thing that you want to make sure that they have. So that way you know that they are flying the right way, they're not flying under the radar, and that they are capable of being referred out to any of your other colleagues or any of your other partners. So I hope this helps out. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. My email personally is marvin@Airweb Digital. And if you want to go to airwebdigital.com and check out any of our content, feel free to do so. Have a great rest of your day.